My story started in 2014 at an orphanage in Romania. I had been an orphan for 7 years. I got paralyzed by climbing a tree with some of my friends, fell down, broke my spinal cord at T12L1.
In 2014, my mother and I went on a missions trip to Romania to check out orphanages. In that time, I met Andrei. He's just one of hundreds of kids that I met throughout the trip there. When I got back about a month later, I found out that he had an accident and that he was going to be paralyzed for the rest of his life. And immediately I knew that I had to do something about it. And I started right away on the medical visa to bring him to America so that we could try to figure out how to give him a better life than the life he would be dealt in the orphanage as a disabled child.
I wasn't expecting to stay here forever since I only came on a medical visa. I was very afraid since I'd never traveled out of the country before, and I was not sure if I was going to stay here forever or if the medical visa would expire and I would have to go back. I can't remember like the exact moment that I was told I was going to get adopted, but I was very happy because this medical visa trip had saved my life and I was very excited to stay here forever.
All the cards fell into place and we were able to adopt him within a year of him coming to America. At the time, there was lots of challenges. He didn't speak English. I've never had a disabled paraplegic child before, so I didn't know what challenges I had there. He had a very strong-willed personality, and he, just from his upbringing as being neglected as a child in an orphanage, there was so many challenges that I didn't know what I was facing, but I was up for the challenge. We started our medical journey at Gillette Children's Hospital, and we just started to see hope for him. He got a surgery, his spinal fusion was redone. He just had lots of support from the community, and there they introduced us to wheelchair basketball.
When I heard about it, we decided to give it a try, and we went to practice next week. We got a wheelchair fit for me, and we got everything we possibly needed. I was super excited about it. I mean, I'd never had anybody give that much attention to me getting a wheelchair and setting me in it and helping me with it and learning how to use it.
We were up for anything, trying anything to get Andrei to feel a sense of security and love and to have a sense of belonging, and that we didn't want him thinking there was something wrong with him because he was disabled.
It felt good for me to start playing with a group of people that had the same disability as me, and I wasn't the one that everybody looked at different or showed emotion towards different. So I was in the same group as them, and it was guys and girls on the same team, my age and everything. That was the first thing that I got caught on since I'd been here, or since I'd been in a wheelchair. That was the first sport that I was taught. That's when I knew I had to start doing something with my life instead of having others do it for me. So that's when I decided that I wanted to pursue basketball full time. The connection from him telling us to trying it out with a small team to actually wanting pursuing it, it was almost the moment I walked in. Oh man, I was about to say it was the moment I walked in the gym. Oh man, that would have been something.
The moment that we got into the gym, Andrei just lit up. I mean, he was so excited. There were kids just like him, similar disabilities, boys and girls his age. There were even kids adopted from other countries like Russia and China, and it just was like an amazing fit right off the bat. And we were excited to have a place that he could grow in with other kids in a sport that he was growing to love.
The dream of me playing basketball after the varsity team, which I have 2 more years on, is to play at a D1 school. And after that, my plan is to get to play with the US team in the Paralympics. But it's gonna be a hard and long road until I get there. My dream to start playing with the US team is to show others that are like I used to be, not being able to do much or not showing what they could really do because they're afraid of what others think. So the whole road for me is to show others that they can do whatever they want in life if they pursue the dream and they work hard for it. The problem with trying to get to a higher level of playing is the gym space that we don't have in Lakeville, in the area that I live. Gyms have space, but it's hard to get into them since there's adult playing and able-bodied playing, so there's not much space where you could practice.
He wanted to practice more. He wanted to practice every day. He was following Paralympians and he wanted to get to that level, and he was willing to do whatever it takes. He had the discipline, he had the energy to do it, but we didn't have the opportunity. We didn't have the access to gyms in our area.
It's frustrating for me because it's hard because I love being active and I love playing, but I don't get to play since everyone has pickup games, adults and able bodies. So it kind of hurts because I call the gyms and ask if it's okay if I come in. They say, yeah, it's open. Then you get there and they have able bodies playing the games and you can't get in. So it kind of doesn't just hurt me, but it hurts anyone else in a wheelchair that wants to try new sports.
As a mother, I felt defeated. I felt like, how am I supposed to help my kid achieve his dreams? How am I supposed to support him and to make those dreams come true? I mean, he's already overcome so much. He should be able to have the opportunity and the access to his dreams. So it frustrated me, and he never lost hope. He never felt defeated. He was always thinking, there's a way. We're gonna find a way. But through all the adversity of trying to figure out a way, I felt kind of hopeless.
Part of the solution that opening gyms and having a space for people in wheelchairs is Hope Fieldhouse opening in Rosemount and having space for disabled people and just anybody that wants to play that has a disability or in a wheelchair in different sports. They're opening a court to everyone that has that type of problem and wants to play.
So once we heard about Hope Fieldhouse, we were so excited, and every day Andrei's like, when are they opening? When are they opening? And we're starting to feel the rise up of hope. We're feeling like we're gonna have a place for our children and children to come, to have a place where we can all play together and a place in our community where we belong.
Before wheelchair basketball, I was really not confident in myself or confident going out in public and talking to people because of my disability and everyone looking at me different than others. And wheelchair basketball has really given me the opportunity for people to look at me and notice what I've done and the work I put in, and they could do the same thing for themselves because it's really life-changing.
Coming from where Andrei came from the orphanage to now, I'm just so proud of him. I'm just so proud that he is my son and that he wants to inspire others. And I cannot wait till he shoots that first basket at Hope Fieldhouse.
Thank you, Hope Fieldhouse, for what you're doing for our community. Very excited for the building to open.
And thank you to all the donors and everyone supporting the mission and vision of Hope Fieldhouse. We're really going to be changing lives in our community.